Okay, if you watched the video where I created this image, and even if you didn't, that's fine. I'm going to show you how you can use this one design right here to then make like 20, 30 images that you could be posting all month long. Okay, so this right here is our foundation, and this could be motivational quotes. This could be funny things. This could be trivia questions. It could be all sorts of fun things. Okay, so I'm going to have a thing with ChatGPT for you to teach you how to find funny quotes with regards to your product line. Okay. Okay, so let's have some fun bulk creating. Now, if on the left-hand side you don't have bulk create here, you need to go to apps and you just simply type in the search for bulk create. You'll find it after you've used it. Then it often is on the left-hand side. If you ever can't find it, just go back to apps, put in bulk create, and it will put it back on the left again for you. Okay, so we are going to start with enter data manually. Now, I had ChatGPT write me 30 funny little fashion quotes, okay, because I'm pretending to be a fashion company. And so first of all, we have to name this something, okay? So I'm going to call it fashion quotes. And I'm going to come here to box number 1. So in ChatGPT, I asked for 30 quotes that numbered at 1 through 30. And I'm going to come here and I'm just going to simply click paste. And this pasted it for me into 30 different boxes, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay. Now add image. Now you could do this or not do this. I am going to add some different photos. I'm going to come down here to my headshots. Actually, the other ones had some pink in it. Okay. And I am going to start adding pictures. Now this will take just a hot second, but not terribly long. Okay. I'm going to put these in. Now, I'm not going to put all 30 in for the sake of time, but just go through and pick some of these. I'm going to see if I thought there was some in here where I was wearing pink. Oh, there we go. Okay, so put some different headshots in here. So we have some versatility. And you see, it doesn't take terribly long. It just depends on how many you put in here that you have to feed through. And I'll show you one other trick. Okay, so I'm going to hit done on this. Okay, now one other thing you could do if you wanted to have this, but only like 5 different photos, okay, I'll show you that in a second. Okay, this is going to mess up how I'm doing this. Okay, so first of all, this text box right here, we need to come here. You're going to right click and we're going to hit connect data and we choose fashion quotes. That was the only text box we had, or text field we had in there. You could have multiple in there. Okay. And then on this photo, this has to be what's called a frame, which it is because it came from one of those templates. And I'm going to right click on this. If you come here and you right click and data connect doesn't show up or doesn't have image, you'll know it's just a photo there by itself versus what's called a frame. Okay. So these are both have purple checks. So I know they're both connected. I'm going to hit continue and then I'm going to hit generate. Okay. And boom, it's going to go through and make all these funny little quotes with different images in them. Now, only the first 8 are going to have different images because after 8, I didn't keep putting in photos. I would have to put in more photos for them to all be different. Okay. Now, here's the thing. We can see that this text is a little bit too big for most of these. Okay. So I am going to see if we can possibly undo this. Let me come here to my original one. Okay, so this one is all connected. So this one opened a new, it's like it copied them all and or made a whole new design. So what I'm going to do is come here, this right here. I am going to take this font size down to about that. Okay. And I'm going to have it generate one more time and see if I'm just going to go down to 50. If that fits in a little bit better. Okay. So let's hit generate one more time and see if it fits in that space and it's not overlapping with the others. So even though I couldn't get it to go, these little arrows at the top wouldn't go back. There we go. That looks much better and gives some white space. It's black, white space in between my logo. Okay, so look how fun this is, you guys. Okay, I hope you're so excited. This is hard when it's not live. I can't see your expressions. That fit in there beautifully, and you didn't want it to, you want this to be a little bit bigger font, but some space in between those two. So how fun, you're labeling yourself and putting you're branding yourself, sorry, putting these in here. Like I said, all these photos could be different if I had put in 30 different photos, but just makes it fun. Now, remember, when you post these, you want to add questions to them. You want to make people laugh, or can I get an amen, or who here relates? Like, we want to have fun with it and always have a call to action on there. But how quick and easy I was able to do 30 images. This will give you content. Now, look what else you could do in a matter of seconds. Okay. So we also want them as stories, right? Because we can have some fun with that. And then you would use your poll that says, hey girls, do you agree? Are you with me? Do you feel me? Do you, so we can come over to resize and choose Facebook story. Hit copy and resize. Don't hit just resize. You want to make sure you hit copy and resize because you don't want to delete the square ones. And boom, you're going to have 30 images that you could then put in stories. If you add some music to them, they could even be reels technically. So you guys, it is amazing what you can do. And some of these, you might actually do the opposite. I don't totally love how these turned out, except having space down here. Facebook's going to put stuff there and up here. So that might work out really nicely. You might want to post it and see what you think. But you could instead start with something like, we could come back to our original one here. Let's see what happens when we resize this before we generate it. Story. We're going to try something that I haven't done before. We're going to see if that other stuff stays connected. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, look. Passion quotes there. Let's see if. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's see here. So the bulk create. Let me see the data sources. No. Okay, so that didn't keep that stuff there, but that's okay. Fashion. It wouldn't even matter if that was spelled wrong, but put that in there. Okay, and then we'd have our add image, but I'm just going to call it good for this time. Now, what I could do is make this a little bit bigger. Let's see, we need a place for the quote. Okay, let me think here. I'm going to move this down here. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay. We can put me up here. Me a little bit bigger. And then we're going to have a bigger spot for the quote. Don't know if I love, let's see. May just. We can do something like that. Okay, so we're going to connect data. Like this needs to go down just a little bit. Okay, and then hit continue, generate. Let's see how these work out. Like I said, you could definitely do a column with photos. I just want to do this a little quicker. That's interesting. Okay. So I have this weird line in here. And the quotes went up instead of down. Okay, so I learned something there. Let's go back and try this one more time. First of all, this line needs to go away. And this needs to go all the way to the bottom because the quote goes up instead of the quote going down. Do you notice that? This went up. So if we start down to the bottom. So let's try that one more time. Generate 30. And here's the thing, you guys, you can generate as many as you like, but we're learning lessons as we go. Okay, there we go. And then you could put a pull over here. There's all sorts of things you could do with this. You could even have taken, there's one more thing we could do. We could take this so it fills in. Let's see here. Come on. Fills in the whole space like that. So it's not cutting it off. There we go. Okay, let's try it one more time because we can. Okay, because it doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't cost any more. It takes literally 30 more seconds. Let's just try it and see what happens. There we go. So now that's fitting in there, not overlapping, and you have a perfect space right here to put in a poll. Okay. This could be engagement questions. This could be motivational quotes. This could be funnies. This could be trivia, all sorts of different things. Okay. You might even want to center align this because a lot of these are kind of not fitting in there. Not that they're not fitting, they just look very heavy to the left. You could do it however you like. Okay. All sorts of things, but all of a sudden you have 30 there. Okay. So one other way I want to show you this is, okay. So we are going to duplicate. Okay, and we're gonna have like 5 of them. Trying to remember how I did this last time. Okay, so I'm going to change this photo out. I'm going to go to my headshots over here. One in here. Where'd it go? It didn't stick, did it? Here we go. Let's do one more. Must have put the same ones in here multiple times. Okay, let's do this one. Oh, my name won't be pointing up, but that's okay. Okay, so then we have, okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is each of these, so there's 30 in here, 5 of these, so there'll be 6 each with these. We're going to see what happens. Or it's going to make each one of those photos 30 times. We'll see what happens. I can't remember. Okay, I'm going to hit generate. Not sure if we're going to end up with 30 or 30 times 680. We'll see. I'm pretty sure it's 30, but we'll find out together, won't we? And the other thing is, like, you could have, like, if you wanted to change any of the colors or, okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Oh, the page numbers are there. I don't have to. The quotes must not have been attached. Okay, let me just try that one more time. Let me see here if this is attached. It's weird. Okay, let's try this one more time. Go back here. Updated fashion. Okay, now let me see if. Well, I have a feeling we needed to make 5 different text options. Um, Not sure why it took that parentheses off it. Sometimes you just get to watch me like figure things out. Okay, let's try that one more time. Continue. Generate 30 pages. All right, let's see how many pages we end up here with. $14, $20, $25, $32. So I think it made, yep, I have a bad feeling this made 150. But you guys, that's okay too. Just use the ones you want. I got to figure out how I did that before. I think what it is on the book create. German. Okay. The table. I think I had 5 rows here. And so what I did was tick like 6 of these, and I had 5 text box where I only had 6 of these, and each of them not the 6 the same, but like 6, and then the next 6 here, and then the next 6 in the next column, and you would label this like quote. Let's see, number 1. Quote number 2. Quote number 3. Okay. And then you'd get up to the 5. And then each of these text box with each of the matching photos, you would connect with that one. So you'd end up with 150, but just 5 of each of the one with the different photo. So trial and error, doesn't hurt anything. That's kind of fun. All right. Have fun bulk creating. Okay. And good luck.